Yes, them have the heart of a pagan. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous trod in the countenance of the Almighty One. Them have the heart of demons. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Poor people see hostility rising daily.
Shalom, this is Officer Rakazai with the I.S.U.P.K in Atlanta, Georgia. What I'm going to break down today is sex and how sex is marriage, according to the Most High, according to the scriptures. Now, remember we have physical classes being held in Atlanta, in Midtown. The address is 1315 Peachtree Street in Atlanta, Georgia. That's on 16th Street, being held at the Peachtree Branch Library in the meeting room upstairs. Okay, any questions you have on classes or previous subjects or on scriptures, call the number at the bottom, 404-997-9123. Now the first scripture we're going to go into to prove that sex is marriage is Exodus, the 22nd chapter, the 16th verse. Okay, and it reads, "And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife." Okay, now let's break this down. It says, and if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed. So if a man attracts a woman who is not betrothed, meaning she is not being talked to, she's not talking to any other brothers, you know what I'm saying, she's not engaged, like she's single, if you entice her, okay, and lie with her, now you actually attracted her, you kicked it to her, now you have sex with her, meaning you lie with her, that's what it means to lie with a woman, it means to have sex with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. Now, once you have sex with a woman, you shall surely endow her to be your wife. Once you have sex, that's it. Once you have sex, that is now your wife. Once you have sex, if you're a woman, that is now your husband. There's no getting out of that. So sex is very important. Like, the sex is the marriage. Okay, let's get more on that. Let's go to Deuteronomy. That's why you're not supposed to be going around having sex with anybody. Casual sex is not in the Bible. There's no scripture talking about how you can have casual sex. When you have sex with somebody, that is your wife or your husband. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter, the 28th verse. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found, verse 29. Then the man that lie with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he hath humbled her. He may not put her away all his days. Now let's break both of these scriptures down, because this is saying basically the same thing in Exodus 22 and 16. Let's start at verse 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, okay, so you find a young woman, okay, with no man, which is not betrothed, meaning she's not talking to anybody else. Okay, now you don't want to be talking to a woman who's already talking to somebody else. Okay, let that brother do his thing with that situation. You just want to, kick back. You don't want to step on nobody's toes. Okay, so if a woman is talking to another man already, leave that alone. Okay, so it's saying who is not betrothed, so she's not talking to anybody. She's single. Okay. And lie hold on her. So now you lie hold on her. That don't mean you forcibly lie hold on her. That means, you embrace her, you talk to her, you know what I'm saying? You kicking it to her, right? And lie with her. Now that's that lie with her again, meaning you lie with her, meaning you have sex with her. It's like you. And they be found, verse 29. Then the man that lie with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife. Okay, so now you would go to her father, give him the 50 shekels of silver, and she shall surely be his wife. So this is saying, like, nowhere in the scripture do you see going to the courthouse, signing any documents, any legal contracts, having a big party, having a reception, what's it called? Best man, the bridesmaids, nothing like that. The flower girl throwing rice, nothing like that. Like the Most High don't care about none of that. Okay, the Most High cares about who you're having sex with. Like that's the big deal. You got to understand that part. Like you having sex with somebody could potentially, like, okay, sex can either bring forth life potentially, or it can take your life potentially. You understand? So like if you have sex, you can really have a child and bring life into the earth. But if you have the wrong sex with the wrong person, or you're having homosexual sex, you're a faggot, or you're a fornicator, or you're a adulterer, like that type of sex can kill you and put you to death. You understand? So sex is very important. Walking down the aisle showing off your white dress, okay, is not marriage. Marriage is when you get in that bed with that man, or that man gets in bed with that woman, and you have sex, his bride enters you, that is the sex. That's the big deal. Okay, so you going around having casual sex with everybody, you getting married like every weekend, like that makes you a whore. Okay, so that's like sex is a major part of being married. That is the marriage. You understand? What we're bringing out just to prove that sex is marriage. Okay. Genesis, the 30th chapter. Let's see. Let's start at verse 30. Let's start at the first Slakia, chapter 30, verse 1. And when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children, Rachel envied her sister and said unto Jacob, give me children or else I die. Okay, so Rachel is jealous of her sister because she hasn't given Jacob any children yet. Okay, so she wants to have children by Jacob. So let's get more on. Let's go to verse 3. And she said, behold, my maid Bilhah, go into her, and she shall bear upon my knees, that I may also have children by her. Okay, so what Rachel's saying is, go into my maid. Okay, so she has a bondwoman. So she's telling Jacob, have sex with her, and now have children through her. Okay, like the children will be like hers. Okay. Verse 4. And she gave him Bilhah, her handmaid, to wife, and Jacob went in unto her. So, okay, let's go to verse 3 and really get it, break it down. And Jacob, verse 3. And she said, behold, my maid Bilhah, go in unto her. Meaning, go in unto her, go have sex with her. Go ahead. And she shall bear upon my knees, and I also have children by her. Verse 4. And she gave him Bilhah, her handmaid, to wife. So verse 4 say, when Jacob went and had sex with her, he went to make her his wife. So when he had sex with her, that now became his wife. Okay? And Jacob went in unto her. So Jacob had sex with her. Now she became his wife. Rachel was his wife. Her sister was his wife. And now this handmaid was now his wife because he had sex with her. Okay? So that's the point that we're bringing out. Sex is marriage. Okay? And sex is forever. All right? You can read that back in the scripture we went to before, Deuteronomy 22 and 28. If you keep reading all the way down, it says you cannot put her away all your days. Okay? And if you go to Matthew, the 19th chapter, the 9th verse, let's get that actually. Matthew 19, the 9th verse. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery. And whoso marrieth her which is put away, doeth commit adultery. So Christ was saying here, the only way you could put away your wife is if she mess around on you. She gonna have sex with another man. She commit adultery or fornication. That's the only way a man could put away his wife. So be careful who you have sex with, because you're gonna be with her forever. Okay? And the same thing with a woman. A woman, you have sex with a man, you're going to be with him forever. So be careful who you have sex with. Okay? But a woman, for no reason, can put away her husband. Once a woman has sex with a man, that's it. Like a woman talk about she wants choices, she wants this and that. Like, you have a choice while you're single. Like, you don't have to be with a man. But once you be with a man, you're with that man, and that's it. Once you step out on that man, you played the harlot, now you become a whore, now, and that's a sin, okay? So you got to be careful who you have sex with. Sex is marriage, okay? Sex isn't going to the courthouse like in America. Like they let two faggots get married the same exact way. Two faggots can go in an American courthouse right now and sign a bill and get married just like anybody. Okay, so you doing the same thing isn't making your sex, isn't making your marriage any more holy or sacred than that. Okay, so that's to prove like sex in America is really watered down and disgusting. Like marriage really doesn't have the same meaning like it does in the Bible. Okay, because like the Lord said, if two men have sex together, they're supposed to be put to death. America said they can go and get married the same way you got married. Okay, so that's what we just want to break down in the scriptures, proving that sex is marriage. You don't have to go to no courthouse, have no big party. Be careful who you have sex with. So with that, remember that we have the physical classes in Atlanta, 1315 Peachtree Street in Atlanta, Georgia. That's in Midtown on 16th Street. Any questions, call 404-997-9123. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.
Yes, them have the heart of a pagan. Your children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous trod in the countenance of the Almighty One. Them have the heart of demons. Your children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Poor people see hostility rising daily. Ignorant multiply brutality. I see that they run gone left mommy. Fi struggle the hard road with 5 beginning. Our I see baby.